the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UTEP. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grab behind the line. It's fired. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
The play action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets, right?
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the 1st quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
Buys a little extra time. There he goes. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this 1st possession, and force a field goal.
Firing to the right, complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Big guy smells it, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Red Wolves! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Hits the open man. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UTEP. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Pettis. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Puts it out of the air. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Red Wolves trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's a draw. Plows through the defense. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Miners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get a first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miners!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense playing a bail technique. Got his man quickly. He's into the open down the middle. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Red Wolves! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Miners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week it was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Off the play fake on first down. Steps away. On the run deep down the right side. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The give from the gun. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
At the 42-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Still in their own territory, they'll go for it on 4th and long from their own 42. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Jackrabbit. Now on the option. Touchdown, UTEP! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
The defense defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. The snap sets up the throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop with his defense, and they get them all back.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Corn. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Back to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Had to settle for the field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, Nick.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, UTEP! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. There he goes. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Corn. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Keeps looking downfield. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's fired.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got an open man. Bulldozes his way through. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Skips away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. I know both of these